All right, let's jump right in. We're not talking about some pie-in-the-sky idea today. Nope, we are building a real-world, no-fluff playbook for a business that actually makes cash. This is it. The Street Cart Blueprint, your roadmap to turning a patch of sidewalk into a serious cash flow machine.
Now, the key phrase here, the one you really got to latch on to, is field tested. This isn't just theory, you know? This is a system that's been proven to work out there on the streets. And to make it all crystal clear, we're going to use some amazing visuals to break down every single step. Honestly, this level of clarity is only possible thanks to the Video Guide AI library, which really helps us turn these concepts into a plan you can literally see.
So here's a direct question for you. Are you actually ready? Because this isn't about just sitting back and watching. I want you to treat this as your own personal planning session. We're going to build your blueprint, step by step, starting right now.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll look at the opportunity. Then, a quick reality check on what really makes money. After that, we'll get into your big decisions, your path, and your place. Then we'll talk setup, and finally, the nitty-gritty of permits and profit. See? A super clear path from A to Z.
Okay, let's kick things off. Section 1, the sidewalk cash flow opportunity. Before we dive into the how, we need to be really clear on the who. Is this playbook really for you? Let's figure that out.
Look, this system is tailor-made for a certain kind of person. Maybe you're a side hustler who needs cash like yesterday. Or maybe you're tired of your 9-to-5, just waiting for someone else's permission to do something cool. Maybe you're a creator who wants to build something you can actually touch. And big one here, it's for people who want to do this without taking on a mountain of debt. If any of that sounds like you, you're in exactly the right place.
All right, Section 2. It's time for a street cart reality check. This is where we cut through all the noise and focus on what actually puts money in your pocket at the end of the night.
Now this right here, this flips conventional business advice on its head. Being in the right place at the right time, that beats having the world's most amazing recipe. Your spot on the corner is worth way more than a fancy logo. And just showing up night after night, that's more powerful than any ad campaign you could run. The food isn't what makes you unique, your presence is.
And this right here is the golden rule of the whole playbook. Just get out there and do it. Seriously, action will always make you more money than sitting around trying to perfect every little detail. Moving on to Section 3, choose your path and place. Okay, this is where things get personal. We're shifting from the big principles to your first major decisions. This is where you start building your plan.
So you've got 3 ways in. Option A, events only, is your fast track to cash. It's perfect for a weekend warrior. Option B is more of a long-term play, blending a regular street spot with those high-profit events. And option C, whoa, slow down. That's for way later, once you've already proven this thing works. So take a second. Which of these fits your life right now?
Okay, once you have your path, you need to master this tool, the 5-factor location score. And I'm not kidding, the blueprint calls this the single most important skill you can learn. Getting this right can save you from months of frustration. Let's walk through it.
Factor 1 is the most obvious, foot traffic. How many people are actually walking by? Is it a ghost town, or is it a steady stream of potential customers? A lonely park is a 1. A street corner after a big game? That's a 5. Be honest with yourself here.
Factor 2, alcohol proximity. Let's just be real for a second. People leaving bars get hungry. It's a fact of life. So, being right near a popular bar district is a huge plus. A solid 4 or 5. A spot at an office park at 11 p.m.? Yeah, that's a 1.
Next up, Factor 3 is food scarcity. In other words, are you the only game in town? If you're the only food option for blocks when a concert lets out, that is a massive advantage, a definite 5. If you're surrounded by 10 other food trucks, you're looking at a 1.
All right, Factor 4 is a little more subtle, but it's so important. Crowd emotion. Think about the vibe. A happy, energized crowd leaving a concert is ready to spend money. That's a 5. A stressed out crowd of commuters trying to get home? Not so much. You want to be where the good feelings are.
And finally, Factor 5 is the time window. This isn't about being open 24/7. It's about being open during that perfect, concentrated burst of activity. A late-night spot might only pop off from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. How tight and powerful is that window of opportunity for your location?
So you add it all up, all 5 scores. And here's the magic number, 18. If your spot score is an 18 or higher, you've got a winner. If it's 17 or less, the blueprint is clear. Walk away. Find another spot. This is your guardrail. Use it.
Okay, you've got your path, you've got your location, now let's talk about your gear. Section 4 is all about your setup for speed. This is how you design a system that just flows.
Think of your setup as a simple three-part system. First, the cart. Keep it small, legal, and functional. No need for anything fancy. Second, your product. Keep it radically simple. One amazing thing, one price. No confusing menu. And third, your service. This is your secret weapon. Greet everyone, learn a few names, keep your area sparkling clean. Simplicity is speed.
And this quote, this is why that service part is so huge. The food might get them to try you once, but the way you make them feel, recognized, appreciated, served fast, that's what creates regulars. That's what builds a loyal following that'll defend you to the end. It's not a nice to have, it's a core part of the business.
Okay, we're on the home stretch. Section 5, permits, profit, and your plan. This is the part that usually freaks people out. The paperwork and the numbers. But don't worry, the blueprint makes this stuff surprisingly simple.
When it comes to the legal stuff, the order you do things in is everything. You can't get one permit without the other. The playbook is super strict about this. You have to follow this exact order. Health department first, then insurance, then fire, then your site map, and only then do you go for that final city permit. Following the steps saves you a world of headaches.
So, does it actually make money? Well, check out the math. It's beautiful in its simplicity. On a good night in the right spot, selling 300 items isn't some crazy dream. And at $11 a pop, that's over $2,000 in profit in just a few hours. When you see the numbers laid out like this, it suddenly feels very, very real, doesn't it?
And there you have it, the whole blueprint, start to finish. It all comes together in the simple 90-day action plan. Month 1 is all about making those key decisions and getting your first paid gig. Month 2 is about building consistency and getting help. And by month 3, you're turning it into a well-oiled machine ready to grow. It's all right here. The only question left is, what's your first move going to be?